Yeah.
It is! Holy crap! Oh my god! Oh my god! Unbelievable!
Champion of the world!
We've got Jack Robbo as Crofty, Henry McGrory as Martin Brundle, and down in the pit lane we have got Lewis Stevo as Ed Kravitz. And the session is nearly ready to begin here. It is China. It is an overcast session. There's going to be no threat of rain, but it's not going to be too sunny either, which is the weather in real life. There was meant to be rain tomorrow, but practice is today. Seem to have a decent amount of drivers, maybe about 10 in the F1 race here, and we'll
So if things remain dry, we'll be on the C4, the C3 and the C2, the middle range, not the softest and not the hardest, as it is a neutral track on tyres, obviously some very high speed corners and some low speed as well. It's a good balance here in Shanghai as we return for the first time since season 1. Heading into this China Circuit of the weekend, Jack leads his championship by almost 100 points to Robbo and Jimmy. Jaco is 4th on 73 with Wiki, Glitzy, Omar, Assi, Sotos and James rounding out your top 10. And as you heard, your commentary team, Jack, McGrory and Ted Lewitz. Over to you.
Oh no. It's pissing down. It is absolutely bucking it down here. Oh no, what a turn of events. What a turn of events. It is absolutely pissing it down like it was in season 1 during the Grand Prix he does today. That was a great race, so a bit controversial, but oh, and the round goes Jimmy. Round goes Jimmy. He's managed to get the car going, but some inexperience from all the drivers in the wet conditions this at the start of this season. Around a shortened track, and the track is much better condition than it has been in the last 2 seasons. So we'll wait to see what happens there. But you can't even see the back of the track here, and the cars coming through it due to the severe downpour of rain. And we're going to have a wee look at Akil, who's finishing up here his first lap on the wet the whole season. The 3rd different race winner of the season, and if Jimmy can win again, he would be a multiple race winner this season. There we go, Akil to the top, and he beats Glitzy by 1/10. That is why Akil loves this track. He is flying at the moment. And there goes Wiki then to the top by 6/10 with a great first initial lap on the wets for the Red Bull man. And there goes Jaco, 8/10 clear of Wiki, and currently on top. Oh, and there goes Ruben. Ruben Scholes to the top, a 1:48.5 for the Scholar. His last win coming in Las Vegas season 2 before he lost his funding and had to retire for a couple of weekends and 100 days until he last raced, until he made his debut in season 3 in Australia. A brilliant promising moment there for Ruben, who is on the pace immediately at the moment. And Assi, obviously with a moment on his lap, goes P7, and there goes James Burnetto. Could he be a dark horse to win this Grand Prix, or is he the favourite after his first podium since Bahrain in Imola? He has been on it in the last couple of weekends.
Well, my teammate James, that's an absolute stormer lap. He's 1/10 clear of the guy who he coincidentally loves. And there's a moment between Akil and...
Oh, let's see this. Oh, Akil's off. Akil's round on the straight.
Huge moment. He's sliding like an absolute sausage down the back straight, and some cars spun into him.
Oh dear, I didn't catch it, but I think it was a Red Bull, potentially Wiki.
So
oh, nice.
See it.
I'm sure a lot of people will be looking forward to it, and the chances and opportunities they've been given here from everyone doing the circuit to vote to claim potentially the first win of the season. So yes, it's looking very promising as Assi goes first in the McLaren by 400ths of a second. A good lap from him. And now, haha, look at this battle then for the... Oh, Jake puts in a good lap as well. So the top 5 are separated by 4/10 of a second. If that is the gaps in qualifying, we will be in for an absolute treat on Saturday. Obviously qualifying is right before the race, so... But if we have a look at the evidence here, top 6 are all within a second, so if those 6 are fighting for the win, all with similar pace, then that could be absolutely unbelievable. He's back on the way.
He's pit crew, but I think they went away from that. I think they've changed their mind.
Yep.
I think the wet conditions have thrown everyone off.
Yeah.
I don't think it's expected coming into this second, and it may take a bit, maybe another 10 minutes until we see the quickest laps.
Yeah.
Leads for now by just under 10th to Jaito. I think they'll be the top two this weekend. I think Wiki has got an outside chance as well.
All the conditions, if they're improving or getting worse around the track, but it looks like they're improving because with every lap, people are going faster, and we see Ruben. And there goes James by 3/10 of a second in his V-Carb. Wow, that is a statement there. And he has been putting in the laps, putting in the effort. He was very visibly sad after the sprint race in Imola, but he's turned his fortunes round, and he is on the ball at the moment. We've got Ruben as well, who's 3/10 off of James. The track is obviously ramping up, and he has a chance this weekend as well to get his second ever career victory. I think so. There's a whole bunch of different teams. We've got 6 different teams in the top 7. So like, and Jake's not far off either. So like, we've really got 7 different teams in the top 8, and all these 8 drivers could. Oh, what's happened? Akil's wide. He's invalidated and he's off. He's lost his brakes. The hairpin, McGrory.
No. Peel off.
It's continuing.
He was coming in the final corner to start his second lap, I believe. That's right on board with him.
Yeah, we are on board with Akil. He's on non-ERS mode. He's on an in-lap. Flying at the moment. He is the man to watch. He's up 3/10 in the first sector.
Jake is out of the sector.
Jake's gone. What's happened to Jake McGrory?
It looks to be down the back straight. He might have spinned it into the wall.
I didn't catch it.
Jake, who had a really good qualifying session and lost.
So we've got some activity going on in the pit lane. Hype Skulls and Epic Pug are on the inners.
A few teams bringing out intermediate tyres. Last time there was just a false alarm, but I don't see any sort of confirmation out, but the tyres are pulled out.
And here we go, Gillespie leaving the pit lane on the intermediate tyres.
With the intermediate tyres, and this is where we will be able to see how dry the truck has been. How good is this dry line have we got? I don't know how good the dry line is looking, but we'll give it a go and see how quickly drivers can go. And F1 is starting going to be James and the V-car. V-car, we've got the intermediate now.
Yeah, so it must be about time then to change to the intermediate. So the track is improving, which is going to see some laps being absolutely destroyed at the front of the field. There goes Jaiko, 5/10, nearly 6/10 clear of James Burnell with a brilliant lap in the wet. But the track is improving lap by lap. Well, if it wasn't for Kimiko going very slowly, my 10-second time penalty, if I had one for maybe speeding in the pit lane, he would have definitely won. So here he comes into the line. Will he go top? He goes third, he's 7/10 off, but he is in there. And Hype is 3/10 up on his lap. On the inters. So, the switch around has been complete. The inters are now the quicker tyre, but Jaiko's lap on the wet is still phenomenal considering that.
All eyes are on the HSRL to see if they will pull out the intermediates.
Yeah. So the AIs have come out, John Hutchins and Frank are out on the wets. Still only 4 drivers on the intermediates. I think they are the better tyre now, but it'll take a while for them to come in. Hyped is 1 second up on his lap. Wow. That is how we know the inters are the tyre to be on now. And Hyped is flying. But the last time we saw Hyped get a lap, it was surpassed by James immediately. But James has invalidated his lap on the inters. It is all eyes to Hyped then to see what he can do in his Haas. He's been a Haas driver most of his career.
And they're right here in the HSRL garage. Intermediates have been pulled out. Jaiko is going to come out on the inters.
Brilliant. Here we go then. Oh, Keel's on the softs! Lewis!
What? Oh, he has. Mercedes have pulled out the soft tyres. I think it's way too early for that. I don't think the track is anywhere near as dry as Mercedes are thinking, but it's a gamble.
Here we go then. Hype to the top by 6/10 of a second. The first proper intermediate lap has been done and completed with a banger. McGrory, what do you feel of that?
That is an astonishing.
Here we go, Wiki.
It's the next driver. Wow, brilliant job.
Yeah.
Running
say it's just some cubes, but we say it's a jewel of HSRL.
Live coverage of the Circuit de Boat across the week on HSRL.
Massey's coming into the pit lane. Jimmy is 5 tenths up down the back straight.
Still no movement, yeah, in the Mercedes garage. I'm still waiting.
So I wonder if the Mercedes team are on some hardcore substances, or if they really do think the track is wet. Maybe they're blind. Here we go then.
Definitely not trying them.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe the Mercedes engineers are blind. Here comes Jimmy then, to the line. He was 5 tenths up in the second sector, and now he goes third with a decent lap there, ahead of James Burnetto, who is up by 6 tenths of a second in the first sector. Wow! 4 seconds off the pace at the moment, but he is on the wets.
No sign of movement on the short tires for Mercedes. I think they're just waiting to see.
So we've got half the drivers out on the inters, half of the drivers out on the wets, and then we've got one on the soft in the pit lane. Here then comes Frank Ocean drifting around the final corner in his Sauber. Jacob's teammate, he goes 10, fair play for beating. Oh, Hutchins is in the pit lane, so we now go to Hyped again, who I don't think he's on a lap though. Yeah, he's going slowly. Who's next then? It's a Ferrari, it's Epic Pug. And he's invalidated again. And Wiki's gone! Wiki's retired! Wiki's out!
On the soft tyre.
Wiki is out! Oh my god! Wow! He's slipping and sliding around the track! He disconnected and it was a game glitch. We've seen that a lot as of late. Jimmy is very aggressively warming up his intermediates here. Oh. Into the pit lane he comes. So we've got Jaco, who is a second up in the front. Oh no, never mind. It's his previous lap. Yellow flags and
James, my teammate.
Oh, kill spot in the pit lane. Lewis.
Movement here, movement in the pit lane. Keel has spun it, and he's making his way in now.
Okay.
Unscathed, I think.
Yeah. So he has not done well in his first sector on the inters. He is 1.3 off or something like that. He's backed off of his lap. Jimmy's round. Something's happened to Jimmy at the very fast S section of the track in sector 2.
I think the track is starting to get a bit more wet as drivers are coming back, both drivers into the pit lane.
Yeah. They're a lot spread out now compared to when the track was there. And off goes Akio. Akio's off on his inters. Another excursion into the gravel for the Mercedes driver, the winner, testing the boundaries of the track. Yes. Now we can go to Jaco because he is 4 temps up and he only needs to gain 2 more temps to be right in contention for P1 here. The man who was on pole in Imola at his home Grand Prix, sadly due to a technical problem, could not take part in the race and had to retire before it even begun. Here he comes then, down the back straight. He is looking still for his first Grand Prix victory and he has a great chance this weekend. The track still looks very wet down the back straight. See what time he can produce at the end of it. Came very close to the win in Britain and Austria. Some incidents and unfortunately cost him the win there, but here we go. And he's had a good exit out of the final corner right to the line now. Shorter's run to the line and he goes P3, 4 temps off. He lost a bit of time in the final sector. Jimmy is invalidated this lap. James Burnetto is back out and so is Hyped, the man who's currently on pole and who produced, it must have been a great lap. So where the orders are, obviously if it's a dry session, which it is likely to be, it's not going to be representative of the true pace. As we see James Burnetto shortest run to the line in his V-carb. Oh, he's improved, but he's now only 2 temps behind Ruben, who comes to the line, and that is an unbelievable lap time. Wow! He's 6 temps clear at the top. He is picking up where Jack left off. So we've got Epic Pug here coming out on the wets for some reason. More potentially, there was potentially a chance of rain in qualifying in the race. Here's a lovely shot here. So yeah, James the faster tyre now again. So he's going to beat Jake as it stands. He might get Epic Pug if he has a good final sector. Sure he would take a top 10 though any day of the week after a difficult Imola. We've got yellow flag.
Beautiful edge of McKiller and runs off for throwing an exit as he runs the final corner. He's nailed the final corner perfectly. This is going to set it.
And he goes ahead! Wow, by 0.02 of a second! He will be going mental like when he got into Q3 about that one. He is up to P7. A great position for him. And where McGrory got in the Imola race last time, he must be ecstatic with that. But it's now very difficult. We've got yellow flags and Akil is out. What has happened to Akil? Let's see on board with Jimmy. He's out. He's had a big moment. He's had a big moment. And he's out. He's pulled it over. I don't know if he's crashed or if he's pulled it over because he was at his car was parked right at Marshall's post. Very convenient, but if he has had a big crash, hopefully he is okay. And that is a big crash for him if it was at the race he won. P1. It looks very undoubtedly to change. So he will probably remain there. Oh, and Jimmy right at the death. He makes it. And England 1-2-3. And he puts his car right up there into P2, onto the front row if this was qualifying. A good lap from him there. Jaiko is now the man to watch. He is 2 attempts up as Assi went P4 in the end, as we're trying to figure out what happened to Akil. And on the wets, let's see, has went P6. So ahead of Wiki and the leading driver on the wet tyres, so he'll be happy with that. Akil down to 8, Jake down to 9, Wiki in 7. All the AIs have finished, so the only driver left to try and eclipse Hyped off of P1 here for the first time since Las Vegas Season 2. His final race for a long time since Australia Round 6 this season. And it's Jaiko. And he could potentially, if Jaiko does not improve, be back at the front as quickly as 2 races later. The return of Hyped has been incredible. But Jaiko has been the man who is searching for a win forever. And he comes across the line, and I don't think it was enough. We'll have to wait and see. And he's second. He is second. He ruins the British 1-2-3. But it is Hyped, the man on top for this session. Here he is, Ruben. Ruben, mate, well done on that session. How do you feel after you've regained your top position for the first time since Las Vegas?
I am absolutely stunned at that. No idea. I thought, China, okay track, rain was going to mess me up, but somehow, in some way, the drive setup at a wet track is really.
Yes, that was a very unexpected win, I'm sure. But you've done it by 5 attempts as well. That is incredible. And you must be very confident then going into the weekend ahead.
Yeah, I'm basically just hoping for some rain on Saturday. So I've got some decent hope. I just need to do some practice races to see whether the setup is good for a long distance event.
Well done, mate. Happy to see you back at the top. Obviously, it's been a long break. I'm sure you'll be very happy with this result.
Thank you very much, Jack, and to Lewis and McGrory as well. Let's have a look at your final result then. And Hyped is back, just like this song in the background, as Jaiko was second with Jimmy and James and Assi rounding out your top 5. And 1.4 seconds behind was Glitzy with Wiki. Akil was all over the place with tyres. Jake was P9 but did retire, so he could be one to look out for. Hutchins rounded out your top 10 with Frank and the Diddler coming in 12th and last. Well, next up then is the Circuit to Boat practice, and it is a highly anticipated weekend. Don't miss out, and we'll see you for the next one.